Hi, 105. Congratulations. You are in the final 8 days of this course. It's been a great opportunity for me to work with you guys. And so this will be my final video message for you. So first, I just want to say again, thank you for the opportunity to work with you, to read the compositions that you submitted this semester. It's been really cool and to see the interaction between each of you in the discussion boards and the peer review activities and things like that. And I truly hope that the feedback and the experience that you've had through this course um, will really help you in your further academic work as well as in your personal, civic, and professional lives. All right, with that being said, let's get down to business. So, there's a lot of big things that are due in the next couple of weeks, or I shouldn't even say that, in the next 8 days. The major one being ePortfolios. So I am providing this week with my weekly fellows notes in Blackboard the YouTube video that I created. It's a quick how-to, and I really want you to pay attention to the habits of mind and WPA outcomes. That's where the majority of the evidence that you'll be supplying and the reflections, that's where that'll really be harbored for your ePortfolio, and it makes up almost 50% of your grade off of the grading rubric. So you definitely want to spend a lot of time there. Do note at the beginning of the video I mentioned something about a a meta reflections tab, and you actually are no longer required to have that for this course. So you can skip past that part and just pay attention to the assignment details. The meta reflections are now included within your habits of mind and WPA outcomes. All right, so some important deadlines for the next 2 weeks. 6/20, so that is going to be on Tuesday. You will have your final project 2 text along with your PSA or advocacy ad and the revision analysis. You'll submit all of those to the assignment link together. So make sure you have all three of those parts, the final text of your project 2, your ad or PSA, and the revision analysis. On Thursday, you will post your ePortfolio public link to the peer review discussion board, and that'll be after you finish the reflections portion of your ePortfolio, which is part of the assignment for that day. So when you do that, the follow-up then on Sunday, the 25th, is you will be posting your 2 peer reviews using the worksheet that you can find in week six's folder that will be for the classmates that post directly above you or below you in the discussion board thread. The reason we want to do that is to make sure that everyone gets at least 2 peer reviews on their work, because that is really, really helpful and really vital to go into the revision process. So if you are at the very top of the discussion board thread, you would want to post on the person below you and then the person that would be at the very bottom. If you're on the very bottom, you would post to the person above you and then the person at the very top, okay? Let's see. So then final project, the ePortfolio, you'll be submitting your published link to the assignment thread that is due on Monday, 6/26. So again, there's a short turnaround time on Sunday when your peer reviews are due, and then Monday when you would be making the final submission. So if you can get those peer reviews in early, I know your peers would really appreciate it, and it would be a lot more helpful for them as they go into the revision process. Okay, this week too, you have the ePortfolio peer review. So I want to touch on that because the form is a little bit, the questions are more open-ended than what we've had in the other peer reviews, but they are worth 30 points. So that's 15 points for each one of the 2 peer reviews you'll submit. So a couple of suggestions. First, it's always best to ask leading questions. So do you think, or how might you rephrase X, Y, and Z so that the evidence is more clearly stated? Asking questions helps the author think about their topic or about the way that they said something in a different way and can help them kind of reflect back without having to provide the solution for them. Another tip, provide specific examples. So you could say something like, when you said X, Y, and Z, I lost connection as a reader because, or I really liked your thesis statement because it contained each point of your main argument and made a great connection between your introduction paragraph and the first body paragraph. By giving specific examples, what you're able to do is help the author figure out either what they're doing really well or what they need to go back and revise. If you make a blanket statement like, your topic sentences were good, it doesn't really help them figure out, is there anything that could have been better? What exactly about them did you like? Because then they could apply that sort of advice to other portions of their paper. Third, remember that this is a rough draft, so spelling errors assumedly will be edited out during the author's revision process. If you do notice a repeated grammatical mistake or spelling error, try pointing out one instance and then encouraging the author to look for other examples throughout their text. Don't feel like you have to go through and find every grammatical or spelling error. We really want to focus more on the content. And then lastly, you don't have to have a comment for every section of your peer's ePortfolio for each question, but since the feedback form is so open-ended, you want to make sure that you are being precise enough in your feedback so that the author can move forward into revision. So what that means is you want to say, in habits of mind, under responsibility, I thought you did a really good job with this, but I think you could have included more evidence, or you could have made the evidence more clearly stated. Something like that. So you don't have to have a comment for every section, but when you do make comments, make sure you are being specific and referencing where the author can find those. Lastly, we will be hosting ePortfolio workshops. So again, it'll be between the Thursday and probably that Sunday, just to give you a fair amount of time to consider the discussion before you submit your final draft. So I will go ahead and post those dates right now in each one of the group's discussion board threads. And the 4 things, again, you'll want to include your published URL, your ASU email address. We'll be using Adobe Connect again. Any specific concerns you might have about the rough draft phase of your ePortfolio based on the grading requirements in the rubric. And then finally, review the how-to video that I'm linking above. That'll help you be really prepared as you walk into these workshops, and we'll make sure that you have some good questions that we can discuss so that way we move your project forward. All right, again, it has been an honor working with you guys. Please let me know if there's anything I can do in these last 8 days to help you, reach your goals and feel like you've really achieved something that you can be proud of and, like I said, use in the rest of your academic, personal, professional, and civic lives. Thanks so much, guys. This is Michael Miller signing off. Bye.